Okay, so this week's Road to Nationals is going to be a bit different than the previous weeks because it's actually not 1 week, it's 2 weeks. I've been very, very busy with work, with 2 businesses, and my lifting has suffered a bit. So what you're going to see is this week, currently, the first week, where I'm warming up now, is it was supposed to be a deload week. It was supposed to be kind of like a pivot week. I was supposed to do some light stuff, let my body heal, and my body was just having none of it. So it was a bit rough.
I'm so warmed up, already drenched.
Yeah, it was really hot that day. It was like 92 degrees in the gym. But yeah, it's been a challenge, especially on deadlifts. I've had a lot of bad deadlift workouts lately, and I know why right now, and I'll kind of allude to that towards the end of the video, and I'll let it play out. But yeah, it's been a bit of a challenge. So you're gonna see a lot of very difficult sets, even though they really shouldn't be for the weight it is. And I'll talk more about it as we go on throughout the video, but it's gonna be a little bit of a different vibe this week. Okay, so here on deadlift day, 2 weeks ago now, I come to realize my positioning was off quite a bit. I didn't come to realize that until this week, meaning the August the 1st, or actually the 31st, which was on the Friday. So I corrected it the week after it, but it was getting really frustrating because the weight was not moving good and it was not feeling that great. But just kept pushing through. And I just want you to keep a eye on my shoe and knee position, hip position on this set. And then you can kind of compare it at the end of the video when I do this weight and actually a little bit more weight. And you can see the form change.
Come on. Yep, let's go. Come on, finish it up.
You know, all the boys be jealous though.
It's wild. People spend money on all this dumb shit. It's crazy. I don't know, man. If I was a rich guy, I think I would still be pretty fucking frugal. I'd have some nice things, but I wouldn't fall out and be like, oh, shoes are like $10,000. Hell yeah, I want.
So here we are on the next week, and this is going to be my first time getting back in knee wraps since my last competition, so it's been like 7, 8, 9 months, something like that. So it was a little different, you know, of a workout, just working up to a somewhat conservative single, just kind of getting used to the wraps, and also I'm still really beat up and fatigued at this point, and I'm not sure why. But I find out pretty much, like I said earlier, on the 31st, which is this week on Friday. So I'll talk more about it then. Okay, so this is the deadlift day where it tested me really like a lot mentally and physically. I was supposed to work up to a somewhat heavy single, so I was figuring, you know, probably around 725-ish, 735. And I haven't had a good deadlift day in about 5 weeks. Just because of all the things that have been going on, under recovered, and yeah, my form has been off, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. So that last single right there at 675 was the one right before I tried to pull a little over 7 and failed. So I went back to the drawing board and tried to figure out what I was doing wrong. So here's the first set where I actually started to feel normal again on the 635. And then here on 655 was the set that I really started to actually feel a little bit more normal. I was engaging my hips more, and it wasn't feeling like I was just quad dominantly driving up the bar. Now here, you can watch. This is the week previous, like I was telling you. And although it's a different angle, you can see how much slower it is. And I was probably more rested then than I was on this current day. So it's just a little bit of a form change, a little bit of a tweak. Now here I went up to 675 for my last triple, which it still moved okay considering how tired I was, and beat up. But the form stayed nice and consistent, hips locked in. And it just goes to show you, you just need to sometimes take a few steps back before you head forward. And this is just finishing up the week here at the gym, just hitting up some bench, and finally I'm getting a hell of a lot of fatigue in my chest and upper body because it's been rock solid up to this point. So this was supposed to be a set of 5 with 335 like I did last week, and I only did 4 because it was starting to get ugly and my chest was getting really beat up. And that's pretty much it, guys. So lesson learned for me is sometimes you have to take a few steps back before you can really step forward. And I'm hoping that the next week is going to be a lot better than the previous 5 for deadlifts.